This is Travis Bruno here at Anime Magic 2022, and I am here with Kayleigh McKee, and let's get started. So, what got you started in wanting to pursue being a voice actress?
I always, as a kid, was a big fan of cartoons, and I also got into theater, partially because I would sit in on my dad and his friends playing tabletop RPGs, and I would see them role playing and acting, and I really loved that.
Oh yeah.
And so I started doing theater, and then I did art as well because a lot of his friends did art, and I got into anime at a young age, and I was like, I want to do anime art. And one of my dad's friends, their kid, was also did a lot of anime art. So like, so important to me is that group of people.
Okay.
They really like shaped what my desires in life were: cartoons, anime, tabletop RPGs, art, acting, role playing. And so I went into theater. I started doing art. I took those through high school. And then when I was in high school, I realized, like, I need to come out. I need to come out of the closet. When I do that, am I going to want to still act?
Uh-huh.
Am I even going to be able to do what I want to do acting wise? And then I realized, like, I can use my voice to give life to characters behind the microphone,
Right.
and use my whole range and do women and men and non-binary folks and monsters, and when I realized that, and I also thought, it is involved with cartoons and art
Yeah.
and video games, which I love. And I get to be a part of that too. So that it just clicked. And I was like, well, that's what I'm doing.
Yes, because I've seen you've done voices between anime movies with Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, is Yuta, and then you were Testament and Guilty Gear Strive, and especially when he was first revealed as for his new form for this game, many people were surprised, and you seemed like you were a perfect fit. Is there any difference between voicing an anime character and doing a voice recording for a video game?
There is, yeah. There's a definite difference with Testament. They're such a cool character, and I had a lot of, back and forth with them about how they were going to sound, but especially like them being non-binary, I wanted to make sure that I didn't fall into stereotypes, and I also thought what I could do something that had some vibes of the original Seiyu. So, I did all of that. But as far as the difference between Testament and like other video games and anime is, I get to just kind of, you go one line and you give like an A B or an A B or C, and I'm not matching flaps. And
Right.
that gives me a lot more freedom. Usually there's a time limit. They're like, the line needs to be this long.
Right,
But it
like
gives me a lot more freedom to like explore the delivery, and do the things like
I'm only out here for a walk.
I can put those words wherever I want.
Yeah.
Whereas if it were anime, it would probably be like,
I'm only out here for a walk.
or like, a little walk
Yes.
and ask. Usually it's not like that. The ADR writers are really good, but
Right.
I have to make sure I put that into the flaps. But for Testament and for like Varden Dawngrasp for Hearthstone, it gives me more freedom, and even more so like prelay cartoons, which I am doing some of right now that I can't talk about too much,
Okay.
but they are so fun and freeing because they go off of what I do, and that's really fun.
Yes, that probably makes it much easier.
Yeah.
So you've done many roles. Is there anybody who stands out as like particular favorite of yours?
I don't know if I have a favorite. Testament is up there. Varden. I mean, you know what? My top 4 favorites are Testament, Yuta, Varden, and Pina,
Okay.
which they're also my biggest characters. Who would have thought?
I say.
But they're, I love them. I agree with popular opinion. They're good characters.
Yeah, everybody loves Beastars and Genshin and things like that. Let's see. When you were when you learn that you're gonna be voicing a character, do you look into the series beforehand, or do you try to go in blind to try to get surprised?
It really depends. If I'm familiar with the series already and I know that it's ongoing, I will familiarize myself. Often I've been cast in things that I'm already a fan of.
Okay.
I'd already watched Beastars Season 1 when I was cast as Pina. I had already watched Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 when I was cast as Yuta. For Guilty Gear, I did look into Testament and tried to understand the character and what had been done before. For Varden, I didn't need to do anything because I already knew the world of Warcraft so well. As a kid, I literally played a blood elf mage, and I corpse drug myself to the Barrens to do my questing there instead of Silvermoon. So it was like exactly, I had already played Varden in World of Warcraft.
Was there any particular character that you found difficult, like the most challenging to play, or along those lines?
Honestly, when I was cast for Yuta, I wouldn't say he was difficult. I would say I was nervous because of how big the movie was going to be,
Right.
and because of how much people were attached to this character. I obviously didn't let my nerves get to me too much, and I prepped as much as I could, and I made a lot of character decisions for Yuta and what I was going to do in my delivery, but I was nervous.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Luckily, the directors and the folks from Crunchyroll that were in the session with me made me feel a lot more comfortable after a while.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, and I was able to open up. And they also let me, if they say something's okay and we can move on, sometimes I will think I can do something better. So I will just, I'll just be like, hey, can I do that again? And, sometimes takes get put, they decide on a take that I don't think was the best. And there's one in particular in the movie, one thing in particular that I've seen some other people talk about, like, oh, that could have been better. And I'm like, I agree, I had better takes. But, I was nervous, but I'm very proud of what I did.
Yeah, that's good to hear. What's been the most rewarding part for you as a voice actress?
Queer people, gender nonconforming, trans people messaging me and saying, I look up to you and you make me feel like I can be myself, like I don't have to stay in the closet.
Right.
That is, that's the other big part of why I got into this and why I decided to stick it out and still do acting after I transitioned. And it just makes me feel so good that I can be that for literally one person. Even one person saying that, that's all I need. And the fact that I've had a lot of people say that blows me away, and I will never be able to communicate how grateful I am to them.
Okay. So for a few years things were a little rough with representation. Do you think things are getting better now in the industry?
I do. Yeah, representation is getting better. We're having a lot more conversations with directors, not only of dubs, but with Japanese studios for anime and for games. And that's so valuable. I had that conversation with the folks in Japan at ArcSys for Testament.
Oh, yeah.
And I've also talked to people for the creators of anime, the studios. And, that it's progress that is happening slowly, but it is absolutely happening. And I feel like we've made a lot of progress in the last few years. And I hope to see it continue, even if there's some stuff in the public and government world that's kind of moving backwards, I think that they're going to be in for a rude awakening when they realize that the social world is, moving forward still.
Right, everybody wants to push forward and improve, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So, were you watching any particular favorite anime right now, or for this season?
I'm watching a lot of anime. I always keep up with MHA. Okay. I always keep up with Jujutsu Kaisen. Mm-hmm. I keep up with Dr. Stone. And there's a lot of cartoons I keep up with as well. The Harley Quinn show recently started its season 3. Oh, yes. I'm very hyped for that. It's not an anime, obviously, but
still very popular.
One that I started watching that just had episodes start to come out on Netflix mm-hmm. is My Uncle is Back from Another World. Or My Uncle from Another World. It's funny. It's like a reverse isekai.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, on Netflix. It's very funny. I've been getting a kick out of that. I keep up with Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. I watch the shows I'm in, obviously. Sasuke and Miyano is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
And some coming out that it's always weird when you basically see the entire season, but without context when you're in the booth. Oh. And then you can actually watch it and follow along. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So getting close to wrapping up, is there anything you're looking forward to here at Anime Magic, or what's the coolest thing maybe you've seen so far?
I am always blown away by cosplayers. At any con I go to, they're fantastic. And whenever I see somebody cosplaying a character that I play, mm-hmm. photos are free, and I might sign something. I'm just elated. It's so good. And I've seen some people go really into it, and it's fantastic. Right. It's a lot this con is a lot larger and than I expected, and it's in a very nice place. Nice. And I've been enjoying the atmosphere. It's already, it's the first day. It's not even halfway through the first day, and I'm sitting here yeah, this is a vibe.
Thank you for your time. Can you let our viewers know where they might find you on social media? Yeah,
you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm not using TikTok much yet, but I will start to. And that's at GhaspeyVO, GhaspeyVO. And then on Twitch, I will be starting that up again soon. I moved recently, so I was on hiatus. And that's just at Gaspey, Gaspey. I also have a personal Discord. You can find that under my pinned tweet. There's currently a broken Discord link there. Just look under it and there's a new link. Otherwise, you can just search my name. I'll probably come up. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend.
You as well.